Level 1. The Errand Boy. You're a broke, immigrant kid. You grew up watching men in leather jackets step out of black Mercedes while your mother worked double shifts in Brighton Beach. You want that life. Fast money, respect you. Deliver envelopes stuffed with $5,000 in cash across Brooklyn. You stand outside nightclubs counting who walks in and who leaves. You wash the boss's S-Class at 2 a.m. in freezing rain. You drive sealed packages to Sheepshead Bay and never ask what's inside. You sit in the back during a quiet sit-down and pour tea without speaking. Short leash. No questions. Everyone has power over you. Soldiers slap the back of your head for moving too slow. Captains don't know your name. You have power over nobody. You are invisible. You make $300 a week. Cash. No taxes. Sometimes a $100 tip if the drop stays clean. That's $1,200 a month for risking 20 years. If you open a package, they find out. That means broken ribs behind a grocery store. That means you don't get called again. That means you disappear. If you get pinched, nobody sends a lawyer. You take the charge alone. Public defender. Plea deal. 3 years. You do the bid while they forget you. Brighton Beach cruise tied to the Russian Bratva. Used kids like you in the 1990s credit card fraud rings. Couriers. Drivers. Disposable pieces. You're not a name. You're a test. How do you move up? You prove you're useful when things get hot. Level 2. The Associate. You're still nobody, but now you're trusted with small work. Bigger stakes. Sharper eyes on you. You collect $2,000 weekly protection payments from Russian-owned grocery stores. You sit in a parked car for 6 hours watching a rival cruise warehouse. You re-up fake credit cards from a hacker in Queens. You deliver $20,000 in cash to a lawyer after one of your own gets popped. You intimidate a debtor by smashing his restaurant window at closing time. People recognize you now. They step aside. Soldiers command you. You answer instantly, but shop owners fear you. Civilians lower their voices when you walk in. You taste power. Small taste. You pull in $1,500 a week. You kick up $1,000 to your captain. You keep $500. Miss a payment, and it comes out of your pocket. Short money. Big risk. If you skim $1,000 from collections, they audit the books. That means a basement beating. That means your fingers get crushed with a hammer. No fingers. No trigger. No future. The feds build cases slow. Wiretaps. Surveillance vans. Your phone feels hot. If they flip someone in your crew, you're looking at 10 to 20 years federal. Minimum security, if lucky. A DX, if not. Trust is currency. Lose it once, and you're bankrupt forever. Then one night, a rival crew disrespects your captain outside a nightclub. Words turn physical. Bottles break. Blood hits the pavement. Someone has to respond. You don't hesitate. You step forward. Level 3. The Enforcer. You're strapped now. You've proven you don't flinch when it matters. The leather jacket fits different. People look at you longer. Then they look away. You collect $50,000 in gambling debts in 1 week. You pistol whip a bookmaker who holds out on $12,000. You escort your captain into high-stakes poker games with $200,000 on the table. You guard a stash apartment holding $200,000 in cash and 2 duffel bags of passports. You tail a suspected snitch for 3 days straight. Switching cars, switching plates. No sleep. just vodka and nerves. Associates answer to you. They jump when you snap your fingers. But you answer to a captain. One call from him and you move. One nod and you clip someone. You have power now. Borrowed power. You earn $5,000 a week. Big jump. You kick up half. $2,500 goes upstairs. Miss your numbers, and it comes out of your hide. If you refuse an order, you're weak. Weak means replaceable. Replaceable means dead. If you catch a body and talk, you vanish. No funeral. No trace. You catch one anyway. Alley behind a nightclub. 2 shots. Quick. The word spreads. You're solid, but it stays with you. Nightmares. Sweaty sheets. You feel hot everywhere you go. Every car behind you looks like the feds. Russian enforcers tied to Vyacheslav. Ivankov ran violent extortion crews in New York during the 1990s. Bookmakers disappeared. Debtors paid fast. That's the blueprint. How do you move up? You make money. Real money. Level 4. The captain's right hand. You don't just hurt people. You manage them. You oversee 3 crews running credit card fraud, fuel tax schemes, and protection rackets across Brooklyn and Queens. You audit weekly envelopes totaling $500,000 a month. You settle disputes between soldiers before they become wars. You coordinate payoffs $30,000 a month to a corrupt port worker who flags incoming containers. You host quiet sit-downs in back rooms and decide who keeps operating. Soldiers report to you first. Associates fear you. Your captain trusts you with numbers, but you are still under him. One mistake and you fall together. You clear $30,000 a month now. Cash. You kick up 30%. $9,000 goes upstairs. You stash $10,000 in walls. The rest funds lawyers and loyalty. If your books don't add up, you're stealing from the brigade. That means interrogation in a warehouse. That means teeth on concrete. If the feds flip your accountant, every spreadsheet becomes evidence. 25 years under RICO. Asset seizure. Your mother's apartment included. Then one morning, indictments drop. Your captain gets popped on conspiracy and wire fraud. Facing 40 years. He won't see daylight again. The crew looks at you. Someone has to take control. You step in. No ceremony, just responsibility. This is level 5. Level 5, the brigade leader. You control 20 soldiers and 40 associates. You move $2 million a month in fraud, fuel scams, and overseas transfers. You approve who re-ups product and who gets cut off. You decide which debts get collected soft and which get handled hard. You earn $80,000 a month. After kick-ups to Moscow, you keep about $50,000. You buy property in Miami under shell companies. You wire $200,000 at a time through Cyprus, but power attracts heat. One of your own gets pinched with a burner full of messages. He's facing 18 years. He starts talking. If he wears a wire, you're finished. Finished means federal prison. Or worse, at 5:12 a.m., there's a flashbang through your window. Doors splinter. Federal agents. They drag you out in cuffs while news cameras roll. Your empire shrinks to a holding cell. Level 6 is coming. Level 6, the authority. You're not just a street boss anymore. You're Vori with reach. Even in cuffs, people wait for your word. Respect travels through walls. You run operations through 3 layers of insulation. You move $5 million a year through offshore accounts in Cyprus and Latvia. You rotate $300,000 at a time between shell companies in Miami and Brooklyn. You approve which crews re-up credit card batches and which get cut off. You greenlight $100,000 in legal fees without blinking. You host quiet sit-downs through lawyers. Coded messages passed across steel tables. Soldiers still answer to your brigade leader, but brigade leaders answer to you. You have 60 men indirectly under your influence. Still, Moscow has power over you. A Pakhan can freeze your accounts with one call. You are powerful. Not ultimate, you clear about $120,000 a month now. Even fighting the case. Half stays offshore. $40,000 goes to lawyers. $20,000 goes up the chain. Money flows. So does pressure. If you miscalculate and funds get seized, your crew starves. Starving men flip. If one flips, indictments multiply. That means 25 to life under federal RICO. Supermax, a DX Florence. 23 hours in a concrete box. You sleep light. You feel hot constantly. Every new face might be a rat. Power isn't freedom, it's a longer leash. Then the indictment hits full force. Level 7, the federal indictment. Crisis 5:12 a.m. Flashbang detonates. White light. Ringing ears. 5:14 a.m. Door kicked in. Federal agents. Boots on glass. 5:16 a.m. You dump 2 burners into the sink. Smash SIM cards with a coffee mug. 5:18 a.m. Your safe cracks open under a warrant. $180,000 bagged as evidence. 5:20 a.m. You're face down, cuffed. Cameras outside already rolling. Short breaths. Fast thoughts. No panic. By noon, your name is everywhere. Conspiracy. Wire fraud. Extortion. 27 counts. They're aiming for 30 years minimum. The stakes are simple. If you lose, the organization fractures. Your $5 million annual pipeline freezes. Property seized. Associates scatter. Rivals move in. If you win, even partially, you come back stronger. You activate what you prepared for. A $500,000 legal defense fund already parked offshore. 2 loyal soldiers instructed to keep collections running. A silent partner in Moscow ready to stabilize accounts. Your lawyer files motions within 48 hours. You refuse to cooperate. No proffers. No deals. If you talk, you live longer, but you're dead socially. Marked. If you stay solid and lose, you do decades. Either way, the cost is permanent. One co-defendant flips. He wears a wire from 3 months ago. Your voice is on recordings, discussing $250,000 transfers. Evidence stacks high, but not everything ties cleanly. The jury convicts on some counts, deadlocks on others. You get 9 years, not 39 years federal. You serve 7 with good behavior. Medium security in Pennsylvania. You do the bid quietly. No paperwork. No cooperation. Word spreads. When you walk out. Older. Harder. Thinner. The crew is smaller, but loyal. Rivals expected you to disappear. You didn't. You proved you could survive the system. This is where real power begins. Level 8 is waiting. Level 8, the boss. You're out. 7 years down. You walk back into Brighton Beach, older, quieter, colder. The same black Mercedes idles at the curb. This time, it's yours. You restructure everything. You will replace 2 shaky captains with loyal soldiers who kept quiet while you did your bid. You consolidate 3 fraud crews into one tight unit moving $8 million a year. You shift $500,000 at a time through Dubai fronts instead of Cyprus. You approve every re-up personally. You decide which debts get handled with words, and which get handled with concrete. Brigade leaders answer to you directly now. 40 soldiers. Over 100 associates, indirectly earning because you allow it. But Moscow still watches. A Pakhan can bless you, or bury you. You clear around $250,000 a month. After kick-ups and legal reserves, you personally keep about $150,000. Cash stacked in walls. Gold coins in safe houses. Offshore buffers in case the feds circle again. If you show weakness, rivals test you. Testing becomes violence. Violence becomes war. War brings indictments. Indictments bring cages. Your wife left during year 4 of your sentence. Your son stopped visiting after year 5. Your mother died while you were inside. You didn't get furlough. Power costs. It always collects. Respect is rented. The rent is due every day. Then Moscow makes it official. Level 9. The top. No one above you on this side of the ocean. You control operations stretching from New York to Miami to Moscow. You approve hits. You settle disputes between entire brigades. You move nearly $50 million a year through fraud, fuel schemes, cybercrime, and protection. You host sit-downs where captains stand when you enter. You speak once, they listen. One nod from you decides who eats. One sentence decides who gets clipped. You personally clear close to $2 million a year now, hidden across properties, shells, and trusted names. But you never touch most of it. Too risky. Too hot. The cost is written in names. 6 confirmed, ordered hits. 2 soldiers lost in retaliation. 7 years federal, already served. A son who won't answer your calls. 3 safe houses. A pistol under every pillow. You started as a kid washing a Mercedes in the snow for $300 a week. Invisible. Disposable now. Your name is in federal files and whispered in. Restaurants. How does it end? The feds build another RICO case, and this time it sticks. 30 years. You die in a federal hospital, or a rival crew tracks your routine. A quiet dinner. 2 shots outside your favorite restaurant. Over in seconds, or someone inside your own circle poisons the tea at a sit-down. No warning. Just betrayal. You stay at the top until prison, pavement, or poison takes you out. You started as a broke immigrant chasing men in leather jackets. Now you are the man others watch from the sidewalk. This is the life you chose.